Join me today as Kidderminster Carolians Ladies host Tamworth, who sit top of the NC2 table. This is the first time that these two sides have met and produced a thrilling game with no less than 11 tries. With backup called in from surrounding clubs following multiple injuries, can Kidderminster defy the odds and produce a second home win of the season against a great opposition? Stick around to find out. Lovely. So here with Squiggy today. Squiggy, how are you feeling about today's game?
Positive, confident. Yeah, it's going to be a good day. Weather's nice. Just going to have a crack.
Okay, and obviously Tamworth, an opposition that we've not played before. What are you expecting from them? A strong side. They look to be top of the table at the moment.
To be fair, they can bring what they bring, but we're going to bring it harder. We're a good squad. We've worked really hard in training. We've proven to ourselves time and time again that it doesn't matter what the score is. That doesn't always reflect how our performance is. So I think we'll give as good as we can take, really. So I'm excited for it.
Oh, excellent. And in terms of players to watch out for, who's the one player to watch today?
Emma. Either one, on and off the pitch. Don't let her out your sights.
There you go, hit it here first. And finally, what is your points predictions, final score?
Point prediction. Let's win it, girls. Why not? Can't count, so I won't even try to do the points.
There you go, hit it here first, Kiddy to win. So let's have a look at your Kidderminster side to face Tamworth today. In the forwards, Scarlett lines up alongside the Kirkham sisters, Tori and Rachel in the front row. Alicia helps us from Luctonians in the second row alongside Katie, with Squiggy, Tina and Aya packing down in the back row. Jess captains the side at scrum half alongside Frenchie at fly half. Georgia and Emma are our centre partner pairing this weekend. Lydia helps us again from Luctonians on the one wing, with Gemma on the other wing, with Connie returning to the side at fullback. And our input players this weekend are Jazz and Sarah, who look after the pack, with Flo covering the backs. So we start the day in the first couple of minutes with Tamworth on the attack, following a scrum within the Kidderminster half, getting the ball out to the wingers. Lydia and Frenchie making a great covering tackle on the line. Ball comes out to the flanker, tries to crash balling it over the line. Again, just kind of gets held up. Then comes out to another player with Farmer underneath it to hold the ball up on the line. So some fantastic defence there from Kiddy within the first opening couple of minutes. And French with a goal line dropout, which doesn't quite go as far as we were hoping for. So Tamworth able to collect that and get down into some rucks in the next 5 metres. But ball comes out wide. And the Tamworth players were just able to run over Connie and dot down for the try. So not ideal within the first couple of minutes, but that's the game. Frenchie with a fantastic clearance just in behind the Tamworth defence, which the fullback is able to collect. Connie with the missed tackle, but Emma Farmer is able to cover it. Again, comes out to the winger. Aya's just not able to quite get there in time, but Lydia's able to make a cracking covering tackle to prevent the try. With Tamworth now constantly attacking the try line just to see if they can try and break down the Kidderminster defence. And it's ruck after ruck after ruck. Ball comes out, starts getting passed out wide. Rach with a fantastic tackle in. Tamworth doing really well to get to these rucks quickly, but is there some space in the wing? No, the ball just slightly goes forward and the pass is incomplete. So Kiddy really lucky to get away with that one. So Kiddy scrum for the knock-on, comes out to Connie. Connie's able to gain a couple of metres for the crash ball. Ball comes to Frenchie, who's unable to catch it, but Squiggy's there to clear up. Kiddy able to secure the ball. Frenchie then able to put a decent clearance kick in behind, so the fullback's got plenty of time to deal with it. And is able to run it back at the defence. Leading with a great covering tackle, but the offload's fantastic to the flanker. And we've got some fantastic hits going in just to try and break down and stop this Tamworth attack. But pretty much the first 10 minutes or so, it was all Tamworth. They worked really, really well as a team to try and work the ball in space. Here's the ball coming out to the wing, but Lydia's there to intercept it. So quick pop to George, comes out to Frenchie on the wing. And again, just kind of gets taken down for a bit of Kidderminster possession. But as I said, the first 10 minutes or so, pretty much all of it was was Tamworth. Lots of pressure within the kiddie half. Alicia, fantastic little offload here to Scarlett, and Scarlett's able to make a few metres before we're able to. So Katie's in there trying to ruck over. Jess sees danger and is able to quickly snatch the ball. Squiggy doing some really great counter rucking there. Scarlett again with the ball, takes the ball in, comes down with the ball, but it gets turned over. But Squiggy and Rach doing some great work to try and win the ball back. But unfortunately, the ball is judged to have gone forward within the counter ruck. So Tamworth have the scrum. But Kidderminster penalty later on in the game. So fullback again, loads of space to run in. Fantastic tackle by Gemma there. Ball then, comes through the flanker, has plenty of space to run into after Frenchie's able to leave a gap. And Tamworth again just working the way at the pitch really nicely, working the ball into hands really nicely. There's a fantastic little run here by the inside centre. Lydia's back there to make the covering tackle, another fantastic tackle by Lydia. And Squiggy's just able to try and delay the inevitable and hold the ball up. The ball just goes on and goes forward in the pass, so lucky escape there from Kiddie. But fantastic Tamworth line out from here, and then within the 5 metre line, ball comes out wide to Frenchie, makes a tackle, ruck starts to happen, ball gets passed out, start again shifting the ball out to the wings, and just able to find some space and run through the space for another try. So not ideal for Kiddie at this point, but again, as I said, Tamworth put together 3 or 4 really, really good tries within the first sort of 10 minutes or so. Another Tamworth scrum here, so the ball's coming out to the wings now. Finding lots and lots of space. Flo's unable to make the tackle. Lydia's there to make the tackle, just enough to try and hold it up, but unfortunately, Kiddie get the penalty. Then Jazz making a huge hit to stop the breakthrough. Ball still coming out though, ball still coming out wide. And Tamworth playing a really, really good game of rugby here, doing whatever they can do just to help try and spread the ball either side. But again, spotted some space here on the wing and able to dot the ball down for yet another try. So this is absolute domination by Tamworth here. And credit to them, they played a fantastic game. But we've got the ball now, so Gemma's got the ball, able to evade a couple of defenders, but we get a penalty, so Squiggy takes it quickly. Cheeky little offload to Tina, who takes the ball down, but it's come back for not being 10. So Tori takes a crash ball in from the penalty, able to set up the ruck. We're only about a few metres out, so Squiggy takes another penalty and is able to crash ball it over the line just as Squiggy does. So Kiddie with the first try of the day, and things are looking up. So Lydia gets a ball from the restart, and I just wanted to include this because it's a little fantastic run. She avoids 2 defenders pretty much before getting taken down. She just seems so slippery. She's able just to evade a few tackles. It's great, but the ball comes out to Scarlett. Ball goes slightly loose, but we lose the penalty anyway. Tamworth again, just doing whatever they can do just to break down the Kiddie defence. It's taking 2 or 3 people to take them down, but Tori's able to spot an opportunity, picks up the turnover, and Kiddie now trying with some ball within our own half. Ball comes out to Lydia on the wing. He's able to make a lot of metres. It's a fantastic run here, avoiding several people within the Tamworth defence. Ball, we were able to secure the ball, but unfortunately it's just have gone forward. So Tamworth scrum then, and here they come again, passing the ball really well down the line, passing at the space, spotting an opportunity to crash it out, and fall back with plenty of space, with support on the overlap as well from the winger to score yet another try. So again, some fantastic stuff here from Tamworth. So that was pretty much the last action of the first half, and we rejoined the second half with a Kidderminster penalty about 15 or so metres out. So it's not ideal, but we're able to pick up the ball, secure the ball. Squiggy's done some really fantastic work within the rucks. So then Jess with the ball out to Tina, doesn't quite go to hands, but gives Gemma some free space on the wing. cuts back inside, avoids 2 defenders, and is able to get over the try line for Kidderminster's second try of the afternoon. So absolutely fantastic work there by Gemma, had a lot to do. Frenchie makes the conversion as well, so the first conversion still scored of the day. So again, not ideal in terms of whereabouts we are with the score, but things are looking up. But no sooner had we really scored that try, but Tamworth were again straight back on the attack, doing whatever they could do to try and score a try. So ball coming out, Alicia unable just to try and make the tackle, but to be fair, Alicia was everywhere today. On the day, she was in all the rucks, she was making huge hits. For players to step up like that from a lower league to have that much of an impact on the game was absolutely fantastic to see from both her and Lydia. But Tamworth here, and able to make a bit of a breakthrough. Lydia with the covering tackle to try and stop the try. The scrum half comes out again, finding a little bit of space within the wide channels, and doing what they can do just to barrel over, and they do eventually score another try. Kiddy with the ball then, Alicia with the crash ball option, unable to try and get the offload clean to hands, but we are keeping the ball. Comes out to Frenchie. Frenchie with a grubber kick in behind the defence just to try and relieve some pressure. This fullback had a fantastic game. The Tamworth fullback had a great game. She was our positions player of the match because of the amount of tries that she scored, but she's able to offload the ball to the winger, who's able just to run it in from about 20, 30 metres or so. Here's Connie just getting bent in half with a forearm, which the referee missed. But again, Kiddy now with the ball, really again trying to play into the wide spaces. Some great link-up play between Frenchie and Farmer. Ball comes out to Lydia, who's able just to put on a little bit of a spin, a bit of a gas, and gets taken down quite forcefully. But Kiddy secure the ball. Alicia is securing the ball again. Ball comes out to Rachel. Rachel's able just to gain an extra couple of metres after contact, just to try and help Kiddy up the pitch. Scarlett with a crash ball option. Fantastic offload to Connie. Connie with a great support line here. Just gets absolutely clattered. But again, Kiddy able to try and set the ruck up. Playing a high tempo now, really trying to get the ball out wide. To Gem, to Emma Farmer. Emma Farmer's making a fantastic line break and able to shrug off a couple of tackles for eventually getting taken down. So it's a fantastic effort there by Farmer. Comes out to Tori to Connie. Connie to Scarlett. Again, just crash balling, trying to get the ball up the pitch, seeing what we can do. Comes out to Frenchie, and Frenchie able to pop it off to Gemma to score her second try of the afternoon. So fantastic work, and a bit of a rainbow to celebrate having scored 3 tries despite the score. But Tamworth don't want to be undone by that, really coming back at us hard, really putting us under pressure in the second half, played some fantastic rugby again throughout the entire afternoon. These guys are top of the table, they're top of the table for a reason, and it was very much evident on show today. But again, just putting us under lots and lots of pressure, ball coming out, just putting the ball to hands, playing really well. Jazz with a fantastic tackle to try and break down the attack. And there you score yet another try. And here we go, Tamworth again, chipping in the ball in behind the defence. Connie's racing back to try and get there, but Lydia is able to try and make the tackle. But Tamworth again coming back at us, still coming back at us. Again, pass the ball out, have an option on the wing, but isn't taken. And Squiggy with another fantastic tackle just to try and break down the attack. They're going through lots and lots of phases of play, really just trying to break us down, commit 2 or 3 players for to try and tackle us. Alicia with a fantastic quick break off the line to try and put the attack under pressure. But now they spread the ball out wide really well, really quickly, and there's a couple of people overlap. Flo's unable to make the tackle, and they got down over for yet another try. Here we are then with a bit of ball on the Tamworth line. Scarlett trying to crash the ball over. Jess setting up the ruck, passes out to Connie. Connie gets absolutely smashed, double tackle on the line, which unfortunately the attack fizzles out to nothing eventually. But again, really trying to put Tamworth under pressure, especially in these late stages of the game. Tamworth able to put in a massive clearance kick in over the back, but it comes to Lydia. And Lydia's able just to make lots of extra meters here just by evading a few tackles. Bit of a maybe slightly high tackle, but referee didn't deem it so, but that's absolutely fine. It was pretty much borderline. So kiddie line out, comes out to Frenchie. Unfortunately, the ball doesn't quite go to Gem as planned, so Tamworth are able to scoop it up. Put a massive clearance kick in behind the kiddie defence, and Connie's back there to try and pick it up, but she gets swallowed up and she's pinged for holding on. It's a fantastic attack by Tamworth. So Tamworth now using that pressure to really attack the kiddie line, trying to catch us off guard. Ball comes out wide. Unfortunately, doesn't quite go to hands, so A is putting on some pressure, but unable to make the tackle. And we've got the again the fullback, who was pretty much everywhere on the pitch, just able to evade a few attackers. And then Lydia comes in here. She actually trips the Tamworth attacker, which the referee pings for. Speaking to the referee after the game, she's half tempted to give a penalty try for it, which I think would have been fair, and obviously a yellow card as well. But thankfully, in the spirit of the game, she doesn't. So lots of kiddie players underneath that. Jazz trying to get the turnover. Unfortunately, just goes forward, but that's pretty much the end of the game. So congratulations to Tamworth on the well-deserved win. I think in the first 10 minutes or so, there was some really lovely, well-worked team tries that really kind of set them up for the rest of the game. I think there's lots of positives that we can take as a team from the game as well. I think had the ball gone to hand a little bit more often, we would have probably crossed the white work, or at least gotten close to it throughout the game, but it just wasn't to be. A massive thank you to both Lydia and Alicia from Lactonians, and also to Bex from Greyhounds as well, who all helped out on the day and all ensured that we had enough players to help and make sure that the game actually went ahead in the first place. But that's it for today's episode. So if you like what you see, please do like and subscribe to make sure that you keep up to date with what's going on with rugby in the West Midlands for the ladies game. Please do like, please do subscribe, and I shall see you all in the next one.